Westeros, 298 AC. Robert Baratheon has been king on the Iron Throne for 15 years after overthrowing the last Targaryen monarch, ending a near 300-year-old dynasty. Despite his rule being relatively peaceful, within his kingdoms dissent grows among its regions and their rival lords. In the north, the Starks have ruled for millennia. The current Lord of the North, Ned Stark, has been a long-time friend of King Robert, with his lands being the largest and have been kept away from much of the politics of the south. However, with the death of the previous Hand of the King, Jon Arryn, under mysterious circumstances, tensions have risen between the Starks and the Lannisters. With Ned serving as Hand of the King, only further information is in the grips of being discovered. Ruling as Kings of the Vale before Aegon's conquest, House Arryn now bends the knee to the Iron Throne. With the late Jon Arryn serving as Hand of the King for many years, the Arryns are a proud, respected house, with blood ties to the Stark and Tully families. The lands are mountainous and well protected. However, with a weak, sickly boy as head of the family, and Jon Arryn's widow's descent into madness, House Arryn's future is not secure. House Tully were never kings in their own right, but are now lords of the Riverlands. With the old Lord Hoster Tully ruling from Riverrun, his two daughters are married to Jon Arryn and Ned Stark, while his youngest son is Lord-in-Waiting. Having blood ties with House Arryn and House Stark, House Tully maintains strong relations with those of these houses. However, the lands are open and not well protected, making the Riverlands a dangerous place if war occurred. From its seat in Pike, House Greyjoy have long ruled the Iron Islands, a collection of barren islands off the west coast of the continent. With little love for anyone and hatred of being subjugated, in 289 AC they rebelled against the crown and lost, resulting in the death of Lord Balon Greyjoy's two eldest sons and youngest son being made ward of the Starks. House Greyjoy are an unpredictable and rebellious house, unlikely to ally with anyone but themselves. The richest house in Westeros, House Lannister, have long attributed their great wealth to their vast gold mines rooted around the Westerlands. With the current queen being Cersei Lannister, and the huge political influence spread by Lord Tywin Lannister during his 30+ years of service to multiple kings. However, they are disliked among many of the houses, including the Martells of Dorne and the Greyjoys. Even so, despite their unpopularity, House Lannister have established themselves as one of the most powerful houses in the continent, boasting strong relations with the crown. House Tyrell ruled the most fertile kingdom in the realm, providing resources and food, feeding the capital during times of hardship and celebration. Being the second richest house in Westeros gives House Tyrell significant influence over the kingdoms. Although their kingdom is vast and plentiful, its current lord, Mace Tyrell, is a fool, even being described with his own mother as an idiot. However, considering other issues, House Tyrell remains safe for now. After Robert Baratheon seized power from the Targaryen dynasty, he established House Baratheon of King's Landing, one of the two cadet branches of House Baratheon. For the knights and lords of the Crownlands directly sworn to him, and his wife being a Lannister, Robert's position is strong. However, Robert Baratheon is no politician, instead choosing to drink and party, and with the death of Jon Arryn, the long-time Hand of the King, a significant power gap exists. Despite this though, the Baratheons of King's Landing are a supported royal house. Although not part of the Crownlands, the ancestral seat of House Targaryen, Dragonstone, is still part of the Seven Kingdoms, ruled over by Robert's younger brother Stannis. House Baratheon of Dragonstone are the other cadet branch of House Baratheon, formed when Stannis took the island at the end of Robert's rebellion. Despite this, Stannis remains insulted that he did not inherit Storm's End, the ancestral seat of House Baratheon, and it was his younger brother Renly who did. Stannis may have no male heir, but is backed up by a strong navy and loyal but small numbers of troops. The Baratheons of Dragonstone are still a force to be reckoned with on the continent. The original and ancestral seat of House Baratheon, Storm's End's current lord, is Renly Baratheon, the king's youngest brother, who is young, well-liked and charismatic. Fielding the largest Baratheon army and support of the Stormlands in times of war, Storm's End on paper is a powerful faction. However, the young lord is inexperienced in war and has no children. Unlike his elder brother Stannis, Renly is charismatic but easygoing. Only time will tell the future of this house. The Desert Kingdom of Dorne is unlike most of the other kingdoms, as they are ethnically different from the continent. Ruled by House Martell of Sunspear, the Martells have little love for the Lannisters, who killed the Martell wife and children of Rhaegar Targaryen, the heir of the last Targaryen monarch, in the sack of King's Landing. However, Prince Doran Martell pursues a neutrality policy, not trying to get involved with much of the realm's politics. Dorne is a protected kingdom, with distaste for the crown and its supporters, but little interest in war, for now.